So the aging in society, I actually spoke about this on one of someone passed a comment on one of these lives that I was doing, talking about heart failure, and said, it gets diagnosed too late anyway. And then I segued into talking about the aging society in Japan, and so from what I've read, what the forecast is, by 2030, 40% of the population will be above 65.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
What are we now? 30?
29.6,
We're close to
which is
30.
basically 30. Yes.
No better place in the world to get old than in Japan. I'm
Oh, I
sorry. I
know.
mean, and that's I'm saying it from a medical perspective. They are, I mean, the amount that they invest in research on how to make it easier for elderly people, and then their level of experience, because surgeons, I mean, I've translated journal articles where people have done, okay, do you know what an aortic aneurysm is? So you have a very large artery in your body that goes from your heart all the way down to basically where your hips are, splits up and branches off along the way, but that's your aorta. And you can, for various reasons, you can have an area of your aorta where it starts to, because normally it's thick and round, but then it starts to bulge out and the walls become weak. And the risk is that just going about your daily life, that weakness in the wall may burst, and then it releases blood into your cap, and you can die. I mean, the risk of mortality is very, very high. The younger you are, the easier it is to treat you, theoretically speaking. But in Japan, there was a man who was over 100 years, I think it was 103, and he had one of these aneurysms, and it burst, and they saved him. This
Wow.
was groundbreaking. I was just like, no way.
Wow.
How did they do that? In other countries, because the society is aging slower, doctors and surgeons and people don't have the experience, because an elderly body is not the same as a 20-year-old body. I mean, on the inside, when you have to actually operate, they're different structures, they're different things are fragile and all that sort of thing. But even in that case, it was the health of the person, the person who was 103, he was healthy. It was the skill of the surgeons.